I never expected Diane Walters, HOA president of Oak Ridge Estate, to become the bane of my existence. Most people called her Karen behind her back. For 6 months, I, Jeff Reynolds, a retired postal worker, endured her petty citations, starting with a bright yellow notice for my simple stone bird bath that exceeded the 18-inch height limit. I followed the rules while Diane, with her perfectly highlighted blonde bob, continued to harass me over grass height and garish holiday lights. I took it all in stride until one Thursday, my pension check didn't arrive. When the pension office confirmed the check had been mailed, I worried. The next day, my neighbor Tom mentioned his wife saw Diane taking mail from people's boxes. A chill ran down my spine. I called my old colleague at the post office, Mike, and set a trap. I waited by my window and recorded Diane as she strolled down the sidewalk. When she got to my mailbox, she quickly rifled through the contents, pulling out an envelope from my credit union and slipping it into her purse. This wasn't an HOA violation, this was mail theft, a federal crime. I contacted the Postal Inspection Service. Inspector Sarah Martinez confirmed they'd set up a sting. The pension office issued a replacement check, which would be delivered to my box with a tracking device inside the envelope. The following week, the trap was set. Diane's silver SUV pulled up. She pretended to take photos of my lawn, then casually walked over to my mailbox. I watched as she opened it, grabbed the envelope, containing the federal pension check, and stuffed it into her designer handbag. She was just turning to leave when a nondescript van pulled up. Inspector Martinez and Inspector Johnson stepped out. "Ms. Walters, I'm Postal Inspector Martinez. We need to speak with you about the mail you just removed from this box." Diane's face went ghost white. I was just collecting misdelivered mail to return to the post office," she stammered, clutching her handbag. Inspector Martinez remained perfectly professional. "Ms. Walters, we have video evidence of you removing mail from multiple boxes. The envelope you just took contains a federal pension check with a tracking device inside it. Mail theft is a federal offense punishable by up to 5 years in prison and fines up to $250,000. As neighbors emerged, Diane's bravado crumbled. A search of her handbag revealed not only the tracked check but other neighbors' mail. The inspectors found dozens of pieces of stolen mail, including my original pension check, in a search of her house. Diane was charged with mail theft, a federal felony. Her attorney's plea deal was rejected due to the clear premeditation and scope of the theft. 3 months later, I sat in the courtroom as the judge delivered her sentence. 2 years in federal prison. 3 years of supervised release. A fine of $75,000. As the reality sank in, Diane's perfectly made-up face crumpled. "But who will run the HOA?" she wailed, looking around desperately. The judge simply shook his head as officers led her away. Diane Walters' HOA reign ended with a federal prison sentence, all because of an 18-inch bird bath and the wrong person's mailbox.